if you're not pissed off, you're genuinely a part of the problem. Let's talk about it. If you've been here before or you're here from TikTok, you already know what time it is, but if you're new, hi, my name's Alicia. Welcome to my channel. Here, we talk about any and everything. Today, I'm going to be diving into the most recent controversy revolving around a woman from Baddies known as Summer Monroe, Summer None Other, or Bummer Summer if you don't like her. If you don't know what Baddies is, I'm gonna insert a clip explaining what Baddies is from one of my previous videos. I also recommend you check that one out if you're a Baddies fan. The show is seemingly a documentary of several women, some of which being celebrities. What they do pretty much is temporarily live together in one big house and travel to different states or different countries. Currently, there are 5 different seasons out of Baddies, including Baddies Caribbean, Baddies Atlanta, Baddies South, Baddies West, and Baddies East. The show's main form of entertainment does entail many forms of physical and verbal violence. All of this violence is what genuinely keeps the audience engaged and watching. Some of these altercations end with, a handshake or a hug or some sort of mature talk out. Summer has been in controversy before regarding around the way that she addresses her son Zamar.
You want something to say, Daddy? I got my son with me. My daughter got her hair done. His hair ain't done. What? This is my first blood, y'all. I had him at 15. 2 days before my 16th birthday. I want to do whatever you want to do, Daddy. I call my son Daddy, because that's his nickname. He don't like when I be at his school and I say Daddy, but his nickname is Daddy. Hey, Daddy. But I call him Daddy because that's my daddy. And my daughter is my shorty. Thank you. I say his nickname. I don't know. When I pushed him out at 15, I just looked at him and said, damn, Daddy. That's my daddy. His name Daddy, and Rayo's nickname is Boo Boo, but I call her Shorty. Hey, what's up, Shorty? Or daughter. That's my daughter. Mirror, he's always just been fine as fuck to me. My son is handsome as fuck. So when I look at him, I just be like, Daddy.
A lot of people found this behavior to be pretty odd for a mother to be addressing their son in such a manner. And also the further things she says, given her reasoning as to why he calls him these things, and more. I personally believe her behavior is a little odd to post-birth see her own child and think he's so fine, I'm gonna call him Daddy. The nickname itself isn't the problem in this situation. I think it's rather her reasoning behind it. I know a lot of people that nickname their sons Daddy, Big Daddy, Little Daddy, and I don't think that's the problem in itself. I think it's the reasoning behind it. Because of the way she acts, it does bring up the topic of conversation regarding around emotional incest and helicopter mothers and mothers who are in love with their sons. I think we could honestly peer into that a bit regarding around this situation, but in this video I won't, because I know we want to get to the main source of the drama and the controversy, which is the insult that she tried to hurl at another woman around EMMETT. Baddies has recently launched another season of their show titled Baddies Africa. This is the same premise as every other season of Baddies, except this time they're in Africa. In the premiere of Baddies Africa, the Baddies decide to meet up over dinner. And if you're a Baddies fan or you viewed Baddies before, you know that a dinner is just another word for Royal Rumble. It's a place where they meet up and fight, and if they're lucky, they'll be able to snack on a little appetizer as they're fighting. Diamond first arrives with Pretty P and Ivory, addressing to them that she is inviting the most hated trio to join them in dinner to address the fact that Natalie Nunn has been being a snake to the OG baddies. And an OG baddie is pretty much a baddie that's been on there for 2 seasons or more. The trio has Summer, Dolly, and Lex, and no, I will not be calling Lex Big Lex. All arrive, and Diamond is under the premonition that they will be allowed to have a conversation around Natalie because this trio are D1 ride or dies for Natalie Nunn. They believe that Natalie can do no wrong and that they will do anything to defend her. And really, this is the mindset that Natalie Nunn wants baddies to have with her, that they cannot betray her because she's the CEO and she's the big head honcho of baddies, so that they don't call her out on her despicable behavior. Before a conversation can be had, Summer immediately barges in, being loud as ever, and Dolly begins to fight one of the girls. I believe she's fighting Ivory. I'm not going to dig into all the fights this time around. I can in another video if you guys would like, but I know we're here to get straight to the Summer drama. Diamond and Summer begin to yell back and forth at each other, having a very heated verbal altercation about Natalie Nunn. Diamond is trying to explain to Summer about how fake Natalie Nunn is, giving her different examples, but Summer isn't hearing any of it. During this verbal altercation, DTB, Diamond the Body, does end up swinging at Summer, in which I'll let you view the clip.
Bitch,
Fuck you,
and
mean,
that's
hoe?
why
Shut
you
the
miss.
fuck up, bitch.
How? You gonna always miss. You
It
gonna
don't
always
matter.
lose when it
Bitch,
comes
I
to
ain't
the
never
game.
gonna lose.
Don't
Bitch,
touch
I'm
me.
the MVP,
Don't touch me.
Bitch, you wish you could be like me, bitch.
Summer honestly to learn a few things. Like, you know, she held her own. Diamond held her own.
That bitch face was like Emmett Till. Go re-instruct your bitch.
Now that you've seen the full clip, I'm going to explain who Emmett Till was and why this comment was so incredibly insensitive and why a lot of Baddies fans, haters, and even casual viewers have such a problem with this. Emmett Till was a 14-year-old boy who in 1955 was falsely accused of flirting, whistling, or making obscene gestures at a white woman named Caroline Bryant. Several nights after this incident, her husband Roy and his brother R.W. Williams abducted Emmett Till. They brutally beat, mutilated, and essentially tortured Emmett Till, and afterwards shot him in the head and discarded him in a river. Once his body was discovered, his body was returned back to his mother in Chicago, in which she had a very public and very open casket funeral so people could see what these men had done to her son. I'm personally not going to be showing the images of Emmett Till's mutilated face because I do not believe that that is something that people need to see. But regarding the context of what happened to Emmett Till and the fact that Summer said that DTB's face resembled Emmett Till's because her face was beat up after fighting, shows that Summer knew the history behind Emmett Till and she knew exactly what she was saying to and about him. The image is genuinely disheartening to see, which is another reason I will not be showing it. It's just not appropriate to be shown on YouTube, honestly. You can look it up yourself if curiosity is really scratching at your mind, but this is my personal disclosure that the image is not to be taken lightly, firstly, and it is not something that is pretty, I guess you could say. It's not a lovely image. It's despicable what they did to this poor boy. So going back into Baddies, after a lot of fans heard this comment, they immediately jumped to the internet and jumped to addressing Summer about it, whether it be making videos online, making a post, or anything of that sort. They were bashing Summer for this comment because nobody believes that this comment was okay. After the episode was released, Summer released the following statement. I want to take a moment to address a recent comment I made that was inappropriate and insensitive. I deeply regret my words and the impact they may have had on others. I understand that my response was not appropriate for the situation at hand, and I sincerely apologize to anyone who was offended. As someone who is still new to the world of television and public life, I am committed to learning and growing from this experience. I recognize the importance of being mindful and respectful in all situations, and I am dedicated to doing better moving forward. Thank you for your understanding and support my apologies as I strive to be a better person and contributor to the community. Sincerely, Summer None Other. And honestly, guys, let's clap it up for this poor excuse of an apology. Poor excuse of an apology. I genuinely do not care if she gave a 5-star 11 out of 10 apology. A comment like this is something that I personally believe is not forgivable. A 14-year-old boy, a boy close to the age of her own son, who she refers to as Zaddy, was brutally mutilated and murdered unjustly. And overall, just using someone's death, especially a murder, as a dig? Summer Monroe, shame on you. Genuinely shame on you. As a woman who's almost 40, you're almost 40. Oh, not 40. You're almost 30. You're almost 30. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Shame. 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 Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame.
Now let's get into a bonus round about how stupid our generation is when it comes to history. So before I say anything, I'm going to say this right now. The creator I'm going to show, I do not condone the harassment or bullying. I do not condone you guys going to her page and bullying her and leaving rude and heinous comments and saying it's because of me, because it is not. I do not condone that at all. Everything I say in this video about her and towards the things that she has said and done, they're all comments, and simply put, they are just comments and they are just my opinion. It is not me condoning harassment. It is not me encouraging such. now that that's out the way, let's get into it. So 2 days ago, a user that goes by the name callmeprincess_ posted a video about the Summer and Emmett Till situation. I can't even really say the Summer and Emmett Till situation because he has nothing to do with this. This is the Summer being a dumb situation. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys the first video and I'm gonna add in my comments afterwards.
Do y'all think Zeus gonna get shut down because of what Summer said? So they might be canceling Summer for good now with this little clip with a baddie little thing I've been seeing. So Summer was telling somebody that they face look like Emmett Till. Allegedly, Emmett Till is a SA victim. The girl was only 14. And they was like, they don't know why would Summer even say that, because that is not something that you would even bring up. And now that she's going to be canceled because she's basically a liability, because not one only is she just very destructive and very unpredictable. Now Zeus edited it and then put that out, and now the family probably has to re-see that and rehear about that. You know what I mean? So they was basically saying, like, we already watched Black women degrade each other, talk about each other, and beat each other on camera, right? And that's already going back to, you know, our previous things that we've been through in the past history. They always bring it back to history. And they're basically saying that they have a petition now. They have a petition to ban Zeus. They're trying to shut Zeus down. Do y'all think Zeus gonna get shut down?
Now, first of all, Emmett Till was not a sexual assault victim. I really don't know where she got that from. That's firstly put. And second of all, Emmett Till was not a girl. He was a boy. He was a little boy. And that is very clearly put. I don't know where she got her information from, but I do not think it was a textbook or a reliable source, because I don't know how we got so far left.
You shouldn't be watching no baddies if you don't know who Emmett Till is. You shouldn't.
I feel like all y'all should really shut the fuck up. Bitch, don't nobody care who the fuck Emmett Till is. Bitch, how about that? No, we really do care. But in real life, y'all gotta realize everybody don't know every motherfucking thing, okay? People live, learn, and laugh. Do they teach us about Black history in school? Really? Did they teach you in school who the fuck Emmett Till was? Cause bitch, nah, they ain't teach me. But I did my own research and bitch, I know who the fuck he was. But for the fact of y'all keep making all these videos, all these posts, talking about some, oh, you shouldn't be in school, you shouldn't be this, you shouldn't be that. Y'all shouldn't be on my page if y'all don't like what the fuck I posted. Did y'all ever think about that one? You shouldn't be, if you don't want to hear this shit, you shouldn't even be over here, sister. No shade though. And then it be big influencers like coming and saying, oh, you shouldn't be, then do microaggression. Then when you come to their ass like, hold on, bitch, you talking about me? I know you talking about me. Bitch, then it really pissed you the fuck off, don't it? Cause like, wasn't you just crying about your friend? Like, what's going on?
Okay, secondly, in this next video, I don't know where she got microaggressive from that video, because I agree with the original creator. I'll put her at like right here that she stitched, but I agree with her. You should not be watching Black-based shows if you don't know Black history. And she said she didn't learn about him in school. Then you did not attend school. I learned about Emmett Till in either middle school or high school. I passed high school too with flying colors, and I don't know how one could say that they did not learn about Emmett Till in school. Maybe the state I'm in operates differently. I don't know what state she's in, but genuinely, I feel almost everybody has learned about Emmett Till. Maybe that is just me, and you know, the vast majority who knew who Emmett Till was when Summer said that, but okay. Then she has the audacity to catch an attitude saying that she did her own research. Clearly not enough. Clearly not enough. You thought Emmett Till was an SA victim who was a 14-year-old little girl. The only thing that you got right was that he is 14. That's quite literally the only thing you got right. And say for instance, Emmett Till was a 14-year-old SA victim. Why would that make sense regarding the appearance of DTB? Like, can we please use context clues? Can we please use Google? Can we please open up the schools? Open up the schools. No more snow days. Open them up. No more spring break. No more fall break. No more Christmas break. Open up the school.
You weaponize a 14-year-old victim for
That's who I got it from. She said he was an SA victim. I just was reporting the news.
Now, why would you use TikTok as your main source of information for history? Why are we not Googling things? Why are we not reading books? We still have libraries, guys. So shocking, we still have libraries that you guys can go to. And I get it, maybe you don't want to go all the way to a library to figure out who somebody is, and that's why you have your phone. Oh yeah, guys, I'm using a camera. Let me know what y'all think. If you guys don't like the camera quality, let me know. But I got a little camera set up now. Look at y'all. But yeah, why are we using TikTok as our source of information. Not everything on TikTok is to be believed. That you're literally doing the equivalent of your mother going on Facebook and looking at some random news article that is not verifiable and is not a reliable source and going, mija, look at this. Mira eso. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mira eso. They are killing the cars. Also, before you guys try to get on me about that, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm making fun of my grandma. Love you, grandma.
I just want to publicly say that I am sorry about the things that I said and I was wrong. So I just want to read you down the apology letter that I did write just to say that I'm sorry. And it is real. I'm reading it to you guys. I'm sorry for the things you guys heard today. I'm saying this with a heart heavy, filled with regret and remorse for the things or the pain that I might have caused. Please accept my sincerest apologies for my thoughtlessness actions. The things that I said about Emmett Till was false and hurtful. And I see the pain that I have caused people, and I do want to sincerely apologize. I want to express how truly sorry I am. Next time, I will do my research before I speak about things. But I do want to ask you guys, please give me just a little bit of grace, because I am human just like all of y'all. And I make mistakes just like everyone else. Again, I want to say that I am sorry to anyone that I might have offended by what I said, because I didn't try to offend anyone. I tried to inform people that Zeus might get shut down because of the things that Summer said about Emmett Till. And now it kind of switched, like I said stuff about him.
Now, I believe she took after Summer with that poor attempt for an apology, because how do you go from being fired up to being like, okay guys, here's my apology. I have my notebook right here. So here's my apology. Like, girl, please don't piss me off. And then you're saying like, oh, you apologize for your actions, and if what you said hurt people and blah blah blah. Like, you literally took after Summer, number one. Number two, you cannot be fired up for several videos, and then when people continue to not be on your side. Sorry guys, I don't even remember where I left off. My mommy called me to get me food. Whoo! Anyways, that was just a really poor attempt at an apology. You cannot sit here and be fired up for several videos, and then when people are still not taking your side, be like, I'm so sorry. God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We don't believe you. And then the next video is you plugging your YouTube channel. Like, are you sorry or not? Talking about like, I'm sorry if my actions hurt anybody. If your apology ever has, I'm sorry if this hurts you, I'm sorry who I may have hurt, you're not sorry. You know how you do an apology? You take accountability. I said or did this that was wrong. It hurt this community, or it hurt this specific person or these specific people. I have learned from my actions. I am sorry. I do not plan or intend on doing this again. And then, you know, the perfect way to end an apology? I do not expect forgiveness for my actions. That is like almost the chef's kiss way you can end an apology, because you should never expect forgiveness. People aren't entitled to forgive you unless it's you accidentally like bumping someone's shoulder in public. They're not entitled to forgive you. What you did, all that rampaging and all that throwing a fit, was not an accident. That was intentional, and you apologized because people weren't taking your side. Nobody believed that you were in the right, so you decided to hop on there and apologize. That's not how apologies work. You cannot set a house on fire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and then apologize on the news and expect people to forgive you. That's not how it works. But anyways, I've been fired up. Y'all been fired up. I'm irritated. Y'all might be a little irritated. Y'all might be entertained. I hope you're entertained, because this is gonna take me a minute to edit. But this was quick for me to record, because this is just like all the top of the dome. Everything's very fresh. I appreciate it if you made it all the way to the end of this. Leave a like, a comment, subscribe. If you guys want more Baddies content, please show that you want some more by liking or commenting, being like, yes, we want more Baddies content. Or if you're sick of it, be no, I don't want no more Baddies content, I'm sick of this. And I'll do something else. I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of videos pending. Now that I have my camera, we're gonna have lots of content pushing. We're gonna have lots of videos going, lots of news going. I don't know what the next post is going to be, but I'm going to try to be consistent and post once a week. That is going to be my attempt. I apologize for the messy room in the background. Don't look at it. Oh! It's a little messy, sorry. But I will make sure I'm pushing out more content for you guys. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And lastly, let's talk about it next time.
And y'all mad at Summer for saying something about EMMETT and everything like that, right? Shit, y'all mad at me, but nonetheless, I can't get mad at her because I go that low too, bitch. A motherfucker was like, I thought that we was, bitch, this ain't no Martin Luther King, bitch. You ain't think shit, this ain't no I had a dream, po. I promise you, like, when you in an argument in a heated moment and you from the hood, I promise you, shit just spew in your brain and you just be talking. I swear to God, my mama was like, you better pick up that trash, or I'll pick up your ass. How the fuck do you pick up my ass, man? Like, how the fuck do you pick up my ass? I don't know. I feel like that's a black person thing. Like, when you arguing, you just say anything to piss somebody the fuck off. Like, anything. It couldn't even be logical. Like, it don't even have to be logical. Look at your ass over there looking like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy from SpongeBob. Like, get your big, goofy ass up. I'm telling you, it's just, I don't know, it just happened like that.